What do you think about Boyan Slat?
I have never heard about him.
Well, he is a young inventor that started around your age and spent much time and effort to create his ocean cleaning system.
But who cares?
His foundation aims for cleaning up the 1,000 most polluting rivers that are responsible for 80% of ocean plastic pollution. They aim to do it by 2025.
There is no hatred of adults in his line of work. I am definitely not a fan of it.
Sorry, what? Have you ever thought of enforcing your ideas to more powerful people? Since you get to meet them very often, how about to the government's officials from different countries such as the United States and China?
No!
Since they are either highly influential people or are the main cause of climate change.
I don't understand your point, Mr. Greenbeans.
You see, Europe relatively is damn clean, so to speak. It has tight regulations for environmental care.
No!
I mean, relative to the US and China, of course. What do you think about that?
Are you saying my climate movement is totally useless?
Not exactly. Look at the main producers of CO2 worldwide.
So what?
Wait. Let's make it simple. We take Germany as an example. Its population is about 8 times bigger than your home country, Sweden. Germany is the 6th biggest producer of CO2 and creates 2.2% of global emission. Let's assume all Germans could have expensive electric Tesla cars to drive, luxury Tesla yachts to travel across oceans, and Tesla airplanes to travel, that is, if they make one. And let's say all Germans would work together to create zero carbon emission from transportation. Of course, creating Tesla vehicles would cause lots of CO2 by itself. But let's ignore that just for a moment. The impact of all this type of lifestyle would be 22% of that 2.08% worldwide. That means 0.04576% annual worldwide impact in CO2 emissions.
It is too low. Damn it. But it's better than nothing.
Well, it is better than nothing, but look. In Boyan Slat example, he and his team took few essential measurements to succeed in their plan. They did the plan in few steps. First step was finding the main cause of their problem. That is, finding 1,000 of the most polluting rivers. He realized that only 1% of world's 100,000 polluting rivers causes 80% of oceanic plastic pollution. Thus, he put his attention on that specific 1% of the rivers at first. That is how he came up with 1,000 most polluting rivers. Next, he found his way to talk to governments of Malaysia and Indonesia to implement his system and do the tests. That was successful and the systems are functioning now. Next, he planned to finance his project further to tackle all 1,000 rivers by 2025. His plans have a solution, a budget in which mentions how much the system costs, where it is to be implemented, and how. Furthermore, it mentions the time that they want to do it. That is by the end of 2025 if everything goes well. Have you suggested any proper solution on climate change yet?
No, I did not. Because I'm just a child? So what is your point exactly?
My point is that it is easier, faster, and more tangible to pursue specific results from known organizations, companies, and governments to stop climate change in compared to if you would want to ask every individual to do so. At the moment, all you and your political friends are doing is to raise taxes, and that is without offering any proper plan. Even worse than that is that you are selling us a new luxury eco lifestyle. Someone called you a puppet regarding to this matter, by the way.
No way! You are so mean!
What is the benefit to it? If a middle-class individual pays higher taxes, electricity bills and public transport fees to governments, because they don't even present us a plan on how they want to save the world from climate change. What the hell is CO2 emission to a person who is having a hard time financing his or her own life? I need to address this issue that some companies use you as a puppet for selling what they call it eco-friendly products. Whether it is an expensive electric car that so much CO2 is produced to create some of its parts, or it is an eco-friendly product which normally costs more than it should be. Most of these companies are not helping reduction of CO2 emissions at all. They, however, earn a lot by using this eco lifestyle that you as an influencer are promoting. You see, stopping the climate change shouldn't be a fashionable lifestyle, but rather it should be an organized cooperation which is probably done globally.
I agree.
There is more to this problem already. Thank you for being with us tonight. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.